Hi everyone, and welcome back to Belinda's DIYs. If this is your first time here, welcome. In this channel, you'll find easy and inexpensive DIYs, anywhere from farmhouse decor to seasonal. So if you're like me that loves crafts on a budget, then I would ask if you would please consider to subscribe to my channel. And also if you would please hit that bell icon so that you can be notified every time that I upload a new video. Today I'll be creating these jack-o'-lanterns. One will be a cat and the other one just a regular jack-o'-lantern. I'll be using all Dollar Tree items. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. The first one will be this orange jack-o'-lantern, and these are the items that I'll be using. One storage container, and this one has a grip here on the side. A piñata craft kit, a child's headband with a little hat, and this can be found in the Halloween department, one LED strobe light, a few of these wood pieces from the tower game, some twine, some Mod Podge, some acrylic paint in the color Spice Carrot. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is remove the label off this container. What I want to do next is get a transparent orange acrylic paint. So what I'm going to do is mix some Mod Podge with the Spice Carrot acrylic paint. So as you can see, I poured a generous amount of Mod Podge and I only put just a splash of that Spice Carrot color. And now I'm just going to mix them together. I noticed that it was still too light, so I went ahead and I added some more of the orange color. Okay, so now I'm ready to start brushing on the paint, and I'm just going to paint it all over. I'm not going to paint the bottom of the container, just all around the sides. Okay, now so what I'm going to do is set it aside and let the paint dry for a few hours. Next, I'm going to paint the cap, and I'm going to be using the same paint. Once I'm done painting it, I'm also going to set it aside and let it dry for a few hours. Next, I'm going to create the stem for the pumpkin, and I'll be using the tower game blocks for that. Okay, so here I've already set them up how I want them to be, so now I'm just going to glue them together. Okay, it was a little bit hard to explain how I glued these blocks together, so I think it's just easier for you just to see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is the bottom section of the stem, and now I'm going to create the top section. And all I'm going to do is just glue them in the same place that I glued the other ones, but these are just going to be stacked up. Next, I want to cover the seam where both sections meet. So what I'm going to do is just wrap some twine in the center, and all I'm going to do is just wrap some twine around and then hot glue it. Next, I'm going to create a bow using the same twine, and all I'm going to do is wrap it around a few times around my 4 fingers, and then I'm going to pinch the center and hot glue it and tie it. Next, I'm going to hot glue the bow in the center. I will be hot gluing the stem on top of the lid a little later on. Okay, so now I'll be using these stickers from the piñata kit, and I'm going to be applying the face to the front of the storage container. And this is how the jack-o'-lantern is turning out so far. Next, I'm going to hot glue the stem onto the lid. And this is how it turned out. Next, I'm going to put in the strobe light. And this is how it looks with the lights turned off. Next, I'll be creating this cat jack-o'-lantern, and these are the items that I'll be using. One storage container with a grip on the side, one LED strobe light, some Mod Podge, one pumpkin decorating kit, some acrylic paint in the color Admiral Blue, and also the color Candy Apple, and also some white. And also this black boa, and this can also be found in the Halloween department. Okay, so I need some purple acrylic paint, and since I don't have that color, I'm gonna go ahead and mix it. So I'll be mixing the blue and red acrylic paints. And then I'll be adding some white paint just to lighten up the purple. Okay, so now I'm gonna be adding some Mod Podge and then adding the purple paint to it. Okay, so now I'm ready to brush on the purple paint onto the container. I'm going to follow the same steps as I did to the other pumpkin. I'm going to paint the container all the way around, and I'm also going to paint the lid, and then I'm going to set it aside so that it can dry. Next, I'm going to work on this headband, and what I'm going to do is just remove the headband off the hat. And all I'm going to do is gently pull the glue apart until the band comes loose. The next thing that I'm going to do is hot glue the boa around the rim of the hat. And then I'm going to cut the excess boa, but I am going to leave a little tail. And then I'm just going to trim the feathers a little bit. And this is how it turned out, and I will be hot gluing it on the lid as well. Next, I'll be using the pumpkin decorating kit to create the face for the cat. The first thing that I do is start taking out the pieces, and then I kind of play around to kind of figure out how I'm going to create the face of the cat. And once that I do that, then I start putting everything together. Okay, so I start by adding the nose, then the eyes, and then the whiskers, and then a little extension to the nose, and then the mouth. I really didn't like the way that black lace looked, so I went ahead and I cut it off the hat. Next, I hot glued the hat onto the lid. Next, I placed the LED strobe light inside the container. And this is how the cat turned out. And this is how both jack-o'-lanterns turned out. If you prefer not to have the LED strobe lights, you can use the push button LED lights. That is what I did with these here. I just dropped them in there, and this way it's just a steady white light. Well, that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and also share. I'd really appreciate it. You have yourself a blessed day, and remember, love, laugh, and create. Until my next video, bye-bye, and God bless.